Paragon new hero concept that is based on something bloody amazing, something I'm very interested in, and this is terrifying, mates. Welcome, mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and we're back on Paragon once again. There should be more Morrigesh gameplay in the background, but obviously that is not the main topic today. Instead, we'll be talking about the topic that we just discussed at the very start of this video, which is the Paragon new hero concepts. We love this series. We missed this series. All you mates have been asking for such a long time. When was the last episode? Because I don't know what episode we're in the series. Give me a second. Let's check this out. Hero concepts. Let's check it. There we go. That's the latest one. January 22. Oh my god, that's such a long way. It's been ages, mates. And that was only episode 4. As you can see right there, episode 4. Oh my god, mates. And now we are back on it once again with this new hero concept, the Plague Spreader. And this one is one interesting little hero concept that one of my mates made. His name is Sneaky Paragon, or Sneaky Paragon, that is his Twitter. I'm going to link that in the description below, so make sure you follow him over there because he's one bloody amazing mate, or mates because they're twins and they're both insane. So go follow them, make sure to do so. The link to that will be in the description below. So the idea of this actual video or pretty much series is to shine some light on your guys' hero creations. They don't have to obviously be fully done, but at least something that is set there that we can talk about, discuss on the channel, as maybe some ideas that Epic Games and the Paragon team can take up and use in their own creations, or if they do a certain hero with certain abilities and kit that revolve maybe something close to this, they can use some of the ideas that we showcased within this video in their actual hero that could be released into Paragon. Obviously, they can't take the exact abilities, which is kind of sad, but at least the ideas are present and we showcase them in some way and shine the light that is needed to maybe bring this up in the community and spark some interest about this hero's abilities, kit, or the way it actually looks. So that's the reason of this series, and if you mates want to help support the channel, make sure to hit the like button, and also send your hero creations through Twitter. My Twitter link will be in the description below. Obviously that is the best way for me to read it and see it, and maybe do a possible video on it as the next episode. So make sure you send your creations or your hero concepts over there. So this is Paragon New Hero Concepts Episode 5, The Plague Spreader. Let's get into it, mates. Straight away, just from the design of the character, which you should be able to see on your screen right now, it reminds me of the Plague Doctor from Assassin's Creed, and that is something I really enjoyed playing in Brotherhood Assassin's Creed. It was such a fun experience playing as a Plague Doctor, and now seeing the character here, or somewhat here, with this actual new hero concept, is pretty darn awesome. And you can see the way it looks with one form of the actual character being like full-bodied suit with all these tubes around its actual body. I'm guessing that's where all the gas goes through. I've already read the concept and it's pretty interesting. That's the only reason I'm showcasing it. And you can see the way it looks there. Then on the right hand side, you can just see the bare skeleton of the character followed up by this, I'm guessing, some type of skirt or dress side thing on the bottom. It looks pretty clean. It looks terrifying, mates. Imagine seeing that in game. Then you got a couple more images or sketches on the very bottom, which are looking clean as hell. Like he has one with wings. Then another sketch with a detailed face mask, and pretty much the Wild West cowboy hat going everywhere on each of those heroes, which looks amazing. And I can't wait for the Wild West Murdoch skin to come out, but that's something else in the future that won't happen anytime soon. So let's get back on track. Obviously, when it comes to new hero concepts or any type of creation like this, I would love to actually see the lore, the background information, the lore tidbits. Those are very interesting to me because it's some ideas that you guys are making up that connect to Paragon in some way, and you've built the idea to connect to this character and to Paragon, which is obviously awesome to read about, and it's something that brings more life to the character that you've created. Hint, hint, mate, sending creations or hero concepts with lore is very interesting. Now let's move on to the Plague Spreader's affinities, which are corruption and intellect. Very interesting combo there. Straight away, mates, the build that comes into mind for this character is Shadow Scrolls ×6, guaranteed win, OP broken. So let's move on to his kit. The first ability, which is his basic attack, is called Toxin, which is left click. Plague Spreader sends a small cloud of toxic gas, dealing 60 damage. From that bit of information, we now know that he's type of a ranged hero, which is obviously things that we need. We love ranged heroes and they're very interesting, especially when you're playing those heroes with no lag. Because if you guys are lagging, and if you've ever experienced lag ever, because I lag all the time, melee heroes are the best heroes. That is guaranteed. Some mates are already triggered by that one fact, but it's true. If you're lagging, the best hero to go with is a melee hero. Even though we got so many melee heroes, I know you hate that and you want to see the ranged hero Revenant get released, which will be released sometime this month, or towards the very end. Can't wait for that. His primary ability, which is called Legion, sends a flock of crows and toxins in forward cone area, dealing 90 damage. Targets hit by the ability have crows circling them, dealing small tick damage for 2 seconds. Really interesting. It sounds like it's getting really dark with the crows, the toxins. Oh boys, kind of scary, but I like the cone effect of dealing 9 damage. I think the cone effect will be something like Grux's Pull, that type of cone effect. Let's move on to his secondary ability, which is called Dark Mist. Black wings propel him in chosen direction, leaves a trail of gas that deals short, slow effect to affected targets. So I'm guessing this is supposed to be like Seraph's jump ability when her wings pretty much flies up and then she leads to another position. But at the same time, this is leaving a trail of gas, which slows down enemies and deals damage towards them. That's pretty cool. And now let's move on to the alternate ability, which is called Lethal Injection. Planeswalker injects container of toxins in his arms for 4 seconds. Any ability or base attack on enemy target deals poison and bleed stacks, max 10 stacks. This is interesting, 2 mechanics into one. Poison making the person or the character pretty much not able to heal, and bleed doing overtime damage as well, which you can stack both of those to 10 stacks, which is kind of insane. This may be where the most damage output he has comes from, because he's able to activate this ability, then synergize with all his other abilities and his ultimate to obviously do crazy amounts of damage. Because at first it does seem very underwhelming with his kit and his damage output. Hopefully that ability does make up for it if it was released into the game. And his last ability, the badass ultimate, which is called Black Death. Obviously very interesting, the chosen words of that ability with the Plague, the Black Death. Okay, Plague Spreader teleports to the center of the chosen area and unleashes a tornado of crows and gas for 3 seconds, dealing 180 damage. That's kind of low, but it's there. I'm guessing every second of the tick of that ability, it does 180 damage. If it's like that, that's pretty awesome. If not, kind of annoying. But it does sound like a very interesting ability, which can affect multiple enemies in an area of effect, doing close to 500 damage or 540 damage on the dots, which is insane to do against like 5 enemies at once. Then right after, you can go for your Penta, or your team can help you clean them all up very easily. Overall, that hero concept for the Plague Doctor, or the Plague Spreader, whatever you want to call it, is pretty awesome. I enjoyed reading about it. The mechanics weren't too insane, but the one mechanic that I really liked about this is the 4 seconds of applying poison and bleed to 10 stacks. That is insane. That can work with your base attacks and your abilities. If you have cooldown reduction or attack speed, you'll be able to stack that quite easily and do crazy amounts of damage at the same time. Because the idea of this mechanic, you got a short time frame to do something amazing. If you don't use that 4 seconds to your advantage, you're pretty much open to the enemy damage output, and obviously they can target you because you're too vulnerable at that stage, especially once you've actually used the ability. But you still have an escape ability, which is obviously the Dark Mist ability, which can help you escape from your enemies by leaving a trail of slow effects that affect those targets, as the same time pretty much propelling yourself into a direction to get out of there. And he does sound like a mid lane caster, and it feels like that's his true role with his abilities and the way he can escape, use his abilities. And I love that other ability that we just mentioned. That mechanic is bloody amazing. But mates, as always, I want to know your thoughts on this video. What do you think about it? Do you like these new hero concept videos? Because I enjoy making them and talking about your new hero creations or concepts and pretty much shining light on it so all the mates in the Paragon community can enjoy it as well. And if this hero was in game, the Plague Spreader, if it was in game, would you play it? Tell me yes or no in the comment section down below, alongside your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. So mates, if you did enjoy this video, show us why, smash that like button. Let's try to get 200 likes on this video. If it makes you want to see more Paragon gaming content in general on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And you can also turn on notifications by hitting that little bell button next to the subscribe button to have the chance of becoming the first mates on the channel up to date with my gaming content. And that is all for this video. Our time's going to be, don't you worry. Be back very soon. Hey Jazz boys, because you ain't seen nothing yet. Mates, I can't wait for your submissions and to see all those crazy mess up things you think of for your next hero concept or the next hero creation that maybe can feature in my next episode in my series. It's going to be bloody insane, mates.